Hello, guys, and welcome to something completely different. Well, not that different. If you watch my other videos, I made two videos about TF2. One just about the system to like upload your custom models and such, and another video to show you how to um herp the derp is 1 a.m. Wait a second. To import your model from a modeling program. I used Maya. So. Anyway, I figured I'd show you something. Something I started working on 2 years ago, I think. I have not worked on it for 2 years. I started working on it 2 years ago. Big difference. Now, I think I put. Oh God. If I count how much time I actually spent on building the map, I would say 3-4 weeks. All the models take a lot of time. So anyway, if you haven't figured it out yet, or if you're stupid and can't read titles, descriptions, whatever, descriptions are overrated from what I heard. This is a map for Left 4 Dead 2, and I started this map when I really enjoyed Left 4 Dead 2. You know, I played it a lot, and it's so much fun. It's still a lot of fun, but I barely play it anymore, which is why I really don't work on my map. Which is, I need, the map needs some fixing. I mean, it's probably will probably take 4 days with all the things that I have to fix. And actually, I don't have a finale or an ending to the map, and it's only one map. I plan to do a whole campaign, and that is too much work for me because I don't have that much time basically. So too bad, I know. Anyway, if you played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, you will recognize this map or the level. It is one of the first missions you get, like the first mission you get to go outside of the city, as far as I know, or remember anyway. It's called Oceanhouse. And in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, it's a haunted hotel. And you have to go there and find something and then go back. And yeah, if you play the game, it probably scared the fuck out of you. And this was before Amnesia, way before, like 2004 even. One of the first games to use the Source engine, and it was horrible. I mean, it was not optimized. It was just, ugh. Luckily, they patched it and kept patching it. Anyway, I'm going way off track. Oceanhouse. So I decided to take Oceanhouse and make it for Left 4 Dead 2. Well, I actually started for Left 4 Dead 1, I think, and then just ported it to Left 4 Dead 2, or just open it and whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the whole map basically. So if you don't want to see everything, too bad. I know, too bad, whatever. If you play the original game, you know you actually enter here. Well, you don't enter here. It loads a new level, and you're standing here and like, oh, enter the door. Totally. You don't do that here. Basically, I found like, okay, yeah, you start here. Like if I did a campaign, you will be like outside, go into the whatever. It didn't work when I decided to only make this map, and it's not even finished. um, so yeah, you actually start over here. I decided to just I just decided to like, okay, the survivors had to take shelter. They wake up in the middle of the night and they hear things they don't like, infected things. This is the starting room. It is not, I just made it really quick so I could, try to map out. It's supposed to be detailed with beds and stuff, whatever. It's not done. The whole map is not completed. So if you complain, you are a retard. Okay? If you complain, I'm gonna remove your comment. Okay? If you don't listen, you may not comment on my videos. So we start over here, and I made a system to help the players. My brother made Silent Hill, if you play it, for Left 4 Dead 1. And he was actually working for Silent Hill for Left 4 Dead 2, but the thing is that for both games it's really annoying to make custom maps because there have been so many issues, and mainly when I know we had a lot of issues with custom models, something that someone found like a sort of hack, so to speak, to make your models work if they are customized. And I have shitloads of custom models in this one. Also soundscapes, basically like the sounds you use in the map. You use soundscapes. If you don't know what it is, it's sound basically. That it wouldn't build the soundscapes for custom maps, so it wouldn't work. You know, there are a lot of issues basically. So people had a really hard time with his Silent Hill campaign because they were like, "Where the fuck are we going?" I decided, even if the map is really small, I decided to, I should give the players some hints. So I made some sprites. These are just normal sprites, and yeah, I just added them to like give the players a go. A lot of people don't read the descriptions. No comment. Okay, so you start here, and what the hell is this? By the way, trigger ones for what? Ah, yes, of course. If you played this map in Bloodlines, there were a lot of things that scared you, were supposed to scare you, and I would try to add that for this map as well. So you come out to this room here. As I said, it's not finished. This dome is like, it should be broken with glass here and on the floor and whatever. I decided to make it a bit open here so you can have infected, pouring in if they want to. Yeah. Anyway, you come into this room, and I have added paintings. I've added explosion entities for the paintings in the map. Um, Basically, there's a silent explosion. There's no effect, no nothing. It just makes the painting move. So like, it seems like there's a ghost or something that's moving it. And a grandfather clock that triggers when you go near. And I think this is the last thing I did. I haven't touched this in a while, by the way, so I found some things that are like, why did I do that? Or like, why didn't I fix this? This is the last thing I added. Well, what I remember anyway. You recognize this model, right? Um, what I did was I tried to take a NPC model, make it completely black, and then change the transparency of it. It took a while, but I got it. You have to have the right settings. So you trigger this. You walk. Well, you're trying to walk out. She's like, she appears, says something that is scary as fuck, basically. She goes away, and you go out to the lobby, which is huge. Now, I didn't want to trim anything down. I didn't want to remove anything because I want players to, even if the map is small, players should be able to explore a bit to find things. And well, there are several reasons. First of all, there are items scattered everywhere. So if you play on like Nightmare or something really hard or realistic even, you're gonna need items. Oh yeah, I have some scares here as well. But the most important part of this whole lobby is this. No, it's not this tree. It's in this auto entity, which picks, I think, 1 out of 3 particle emitters that spawns cockroaches. I know, right? The most important thing, cockroaches. Anyway, I'm gonna show you this whole place. You know, it's a lobby. You have thingamajiggies, whatever. It's dark because there's no power, as you can see over here. There's no power to elevators, but I have both elevators. Like this one here, they're open with items. One here and one here, and you have some nasty corpses here with flies. So yeah, two elevators that are open. So you can find items. That is a picture. Anyway, let's go this way first. This is a trigger for something I made over here. It might be hard to see. This is these are path tracks. I think yeah, path tracks. When the trigger is, the doors open and we have a small. There you go. Yeah, the doors open. This little toy rolls out slowly and stops. I know, scary, right? And then here there are normal hotel room with some. Hmm, you mad, bro? Yeah, some interesting stuff. So yeah, that's one room. The other, I think, no, there's no item there. Should be an item there for us. But yeah, as I said, it's not done, so I'm like, you go into this room and it's completely black. I mean, it's dark. You can't see shit. You go, yeah, you go a bit into the room. It triggers the light, flickers, blah blah blah, and then you can actually see this get out on a wall, and you get a sound that says "get out" in a scary way. I think she only says "get out" actually. Yeah. Anyway, and there's a primary weapon in here, and some random items. Another painting. Yay, we're happy. Um. Okay, so that's that room. Should we? Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, first of all, down here by the reception, you have a phone that magically rings when you go near it. And yeah, spider webs and what the hell is this? Trigger was. Oh yeah, it's the explosion thingy, spider web paintings. Let's see, yeah, this elevator, nope, no power. A plant that, well, seen better days. And over here you have another scare with the door knocks when you go in near it. Okay, let's go back up. No, not that high. You go over here by the open elevator and the dead bodies. You have a trigger, and that triggers these footsteps, and you can hear, someone walking when you trigger them. This here is a normal room with an item and main weapon, and in here is the room you need to go to progress. You probably remember if you play Bloodlines. This is one of, let's see, I think I have 4 or 5 spawn points for special infected. And what it does is that it randomly picks. I have several things like this. It randomly picks one of these. I think it's 4 spawn points and spawns a witch. Okay, and every spawn point for infected, for witches, or for the witches anyway, they are like whatever. They're placed in such a manner that you have to kill the witch to proceed. I mean, you can't really go past here and she won't notice. So. Anyway, you're supposed to go down here, but you need to destroy this. I don't know what it is, really, but you need to destroy this anyway. And to do that, you need an axe, because weapons do not work on it for some reason. I know it. So I have another random thing, or another thing that is random. I have one axe that spawns on, well, randomly on 3 different locations. Oh, sorry. The door to the bar. Can't go there, obviously. The first spawn point is over here. See, there's one by this scary door. And we have one over here, I think. Yep, there's one. And you have one in this room here. there's an axe. So either of those spawn points. When you get the axe, you go over here, you click this to break it, and you drop down to the bar. And before I move on here, I almost forgot. There's nothing on the outside, nothing at all. Um, my plan was to add like the raining and lightning effect. You know, where it like randomly barely rains and then it just pours down and you have lightning going off and all that good shit. Yeah, I plan to add that, but I haven't. I have it on my test map working, so but it's not on this one. Yeah, this is a bar, random items, and glasses and shit you can fool around with if you want. Clickable, so you get an overlay. It's not rocket science, but I don't know if it actually probably adds something to the map, but I don't know if I need more. So you go over here and you press the button and you hear something like "Be careful" in a scary voice. Event is you go down here and you're in the kitchen. And in the kitchen, when you trigger any of these, the stove will like it will start up and like high flames will like wow start. It starts to burn pretty hefty. So yeah, you can't go into that door because it's a red light. So it's like nope. You go out here, and obviously you're in the basement. There's an elevator over here, but there's no power. Nothing. No power. Over here, there's a rescue closet and apparently no draw. No. Um, and this is locked, so you can only go one way. And when you play this it looks like this. Okay, so you know how it really looks like. Yeah, that's a funk brush. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. So you go into this corridor and you trigger another scare. It's a tank which moves from over there to over there, and you hear him like rah rah rah, like running. And before you, uh, and he will be gone when you get to this point intersection and look left. He's not there. I know, right? It's like magic. If you go over here, you can't. That's all. That is all. Yeah, okay. These two corridors go to they meet over there. Here's one other infected spawn points for the witch. Some dead bodies, weapons, items, and all that good shit. And washing machines, if you didn't see that. I actually plan to have one make another model with the washing machine, like in Bloodlines, where you can like open it or it is open, so you can like have items in there or something. I don't know. Anyway, the corridors meet over here to the electrical room. So going further down, you probably remember this if you play the game, and you go in a maze. And here is one nasty spawn point for the witch. I trust me. I mean, I compiled the map and tried it a lot to make sure everything works when I make something new. And I had a witch here like at least 2 times. I think it's so nasty, but it's fun. Go all the way over here, click the switch, and when you click the switch, these I don't know what the hell these are supposed to be, but the what are these called? Uh, Rivets, right? Wow, I really need to fix that if I ever finish this map. Anyway, these rivets will pop like when you go past these tanks thingies, like pop, 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 just to scare the shit out of you. So you go back up. We now has power. Go back, but you can't go this way. It's like, what the hell? You go where the ugly tank spawns, This previously locked door. You go in here, you find the yeah, weapon, items, radio, and there's a. Well, I think this is trigger. Isn't this a crouch? No. Ah, right. Okay. Never mind. Um, like in the original game, you break this wall down, another newspaper, some items, and you leave for this door, which was previously locked. Okay, so you now have power, you go over to the elevator, and nope, doesn't work. And you're like, fuck! You go back, you go back into the kitchen, and now there's a green light over here, and it says open. Yeah, open. You go in here, and there's a, I think it's a, yeah, it's a scare here somewhere. Yeah, it's a scare here. You hear, the girl's creepy voice, and like, wow, something dogs. I don't know. Go into this event. I had so many issues with this event, but I fixed it. Going into the vent, and you come out in the elevator shaft. Yes. Go up the ladder, and yeah, these are still closed. Interesting. Something is wrong. So you go further up and jump onto the elevator or whatever, and ta-da! So now you go this way. It's locked, so we're going the other way. And you're like, okay. And there's a fire here with debris. Okay, you check the doors, and there's one door that works. It's in here. And someone really failed at, well, tidying this room up. I don't know. And you go into the bathroom, and for some reason there's a switch there. And you flip that switch. This door opens, and there's another infected spawn point here. I really like this part because it looks really cool in game, with the lighting and all that. Anyway, so you keep going, and this is this is the scare effect my brother really liked. Actually, he told me anyway. Anyway, when you trigger, and when you trigger this, go into this trigger, this door will explode like outwards into small pieces, and it should scare the fuck out of you. By the way, there are several rooms, so like this one explodes, so you can go in here, and you should, because there's items and weapons, and you never know what they actually have in store for you. That's not a room, okay. So you well, you are on the other side, but you're still blocked. You try all the doors, and you find that 218. Interesting, and there's a model missing. Interesting. Okay, well, looks nice, but okay. So you can go up this way to the other floor, and it's burnt down. Okay, so there's fire everywhere. It's burnt down. Sorry, it's 2:30, almost. And you're like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here. Like, derp, derp. So you go out and you find more fire and burnination and yes, I remember this. Oh god, this was so annoying to do. You go to this trigger here. Um, these walls are like intact; they're normal walls, but when you trigger them, they like explode, and these pipes appear and there's steam coming out of it. Just yeah, just scare the fuck out of you basically. I think no, it's not a real trigger. So you keep going, the walls keep popping, and blah blah blah. And when you go into this trigger and just about to open the door, you get teleported. Yes, or well, you don't actually see that you're teleported because it fades out, but you're being teleported, and you get teleported to here. It's like if you open the door and walked straight in, and you're like, wow, okay, this looks nice. It's really bright, as you can see. And you're like, okay, yeah, this is nice. And you can't go out, and you're like, there's no handle or anything. Like, oh. And you're like, oh, interesting. A book. Okay, fair enough. You click it, you get teleported down here. Yeah, exactly the same spot where you click the book, but now when it fades out, the whole yeah. But you can see, it's burned down pretty badly, and something that annoys me is that look at this. The bed is burned, but yeah, I have fixed that. Well, there are some items here, and yeah. Anyway, so you're done here. You go back out. Ta-da! And you should recognize this place. You go into the elevator shaft, go down, and now these doors are open. So you can just jump off the ladder here, go out here, and that is it. Yeah, that's everything I've done. As I said, I haven't finished the map. I have a lot of different plans on like how to finish the map, and I know exactly how I want the map to end. It will end in like after like you go into the lobby, you wind up in the sewers. I'm not gonna tell you how. I made the sewers part, if you remember from Bloodlines. I have taken the sewers part from from the game. Yeah, basically just made it in Hammer for Left 4 Dead 2, made my own paths and all that, and it's really cool actually. And it has a panic event somewhere around the end, I think. So I have no panic events at all, except like in the sewer part that I want. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. As I said, I'm not playing Left 4 Dead 2 anymore at all, really, and I don't really feel like finishing the level actually. So yeah, we'll see. That is all. We'll see. Woo. Um, yeah, that's the Oceanhouse that I've been working on for Left 4 Dead 2. Like the only issue that I am worried about if I would have released this map is that well, there are a lot of scares, as I've shown you. And the problem is that if you're finding infected at the same time, and you go into a trigger to a scare that you have not triggered yet, it will be like so anticlimactic. It's like, oh, we're fighting infected, and then you like hear the phone ring or you hear the voice or something. Yeah, sure, it's a bit scary, but it's not like it should be. And I was like, oh, maybe it would be better to make it a single player mod. And I realized that why would I do that? Because I mean, I made the map for it to be multiplayer, and I don't really want to disable infected because that's what really makes Left 4 Dead 2, I think, kinda. Um, and I mean, if you really want to experience the map single player, you should go and buy Bloodlines. I mean, it's on Steam for like next to nothing, and it's a really good game, and it's been patched several times, so it's playable. Yeah, it's a really cool game. It's playable, and I think they're even making a new one. I think I read that a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, guys, Oceanhouse from Left 4 Dead 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Put a lot of work into it, as you probably noticed. And yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you for the next video.